And now for the completed program car display track. Got cars on it. I'd have to take a couple off to use it as a program track, but that ain't no big deal. Most of it came from stuff I already had. Didn't have to buy too much. A couple of a terminal and a couple of other pieces of track and the board and some more fasteners for that acrylic. Got a crack in the acrylic, but I'm not cutting another piece. It was kind of a, it was okay. I ain't worried about it. I'm not going to worry about that. Anyway, everything's set up, and the idea came for this about a week ago, maybe a little more, maybe Saturday last, not yesterday, but the week before. I was under here looking at all these car boxes, and most of these car boxes are empty, of course, but there were several of them that had cars in them, and I just didn't put them on the track because it would have been too crowded. And there's still actually a couple more in there, but I thought about I said, what about putting a board up underneath here and putting some track on it and just putting the cars on it. And I thought, wait a minute, I don't have a programmed track. Matter of fact, most of the engines I did, every time I programmed one, I'd take any others off the track to make sure that their decoders didn't get changed. So, and it wasn't a pain in the butt, but it was good, so I programmed on the main. Well, I had that switch from a long time ago when I had a time saver set up a couple of years ago. Actually, before we even moved into the house here, we were living in another place in Frederick, and it was about an 8-foot long or 12-foot long board. I think it was 8 by maybe 12 or 14, 15 inches wide. And it was just a time saver thing with some Kato track on it back and forth. And I actually had it set up for program on one side, and I decided I wouldn't set it up because I just didn't feel the need to isolate a spur anywhere, which I could have done behind there, like where those coal cars are back there alongside the engine house, but just didn't really care about it too much at the time. But now the opportunity arose, and it actually killed two birds with one stone. I got a program track, and I got my cars out here for display, except for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. Model railroaders, we've mostly always had too many cars. But some of us have bigger yards than others. This is just a modest layout, not too much yard room, but it's all good. Got a little bit of yard over there. And anyways, liking it. Anyways, if you're watching, thanks for watching. Have a great day.